back. This is my happy place.
It is indeed my happy place, but this is a very warm welcome to the 13th day of Vlogmas. Again, I'm trying to keep myself sane by not doing loads of work on the weekends, so I'm digging the archives out again, and this is a joyful time when we went to the zoo in October. I hope you enjoy.
So it is cold and wet, you can't see, but it's raining. We didn't have any bags, so we came straight through, so there would have been a bag search. And then you go through, everything is available to be put on your phone and you can walk straight through or print it off and have your barcode. We have our membership cards, so just showed those and walk straight in. There are these, what are they called? Handy arrows. So you can follow 3 routes. There is orange, blue and pink, and you can kind of do 2 and then have a little break and then do the 3rd one. So, well, is it going to be orange or blue first?
Let's go orange.
So, it was an adventure getting here. John actually spotted potentially a crime taking place. So
guys that seem to be breaking a lock on a bike, so just call the police.
It was suspicious because they had face coverings completely as well, and it was kind of tucked slightly on the side of the road, and it looked like a Brompton bike, which would have been a lot of money. So we called the police and gave a description, and we'll see. They said they're going to send someone to have a look, but it also could have been somebody just needing to get into their bike. But sparks were flying and they were wearing dark clothes and a bag and like face coverings, so a bit suspect. You look so funny, you look like a Teletubby or something. Still face poking out. Sorry, this is having a tall husband, it's just issues, this doesn't work. So, this is, I think, Lucy, and I think this is Brian. These are African grey parrots that are fresh in from Whipsnade, as we were just introduced to by 2 really lovely ZSL staff members who were training with them outside, because we used to come and meet our friend the common buzzard, of which John would normally do a very lovely impersonation of, and we'd have a little bit of a chat. So we were surprised to see him gone, but happy to see these fellows in place. So yeah, welcome to London, folks. One of the things that I really like about the bird bit, whenever you come there seems to be different birds either being fed or hopping about, or I don't know how they work it, but every time I've been in we've seen something different. Look at those little tiny legs! Look at those tiny legs! Hello, you look like a zebra but with a really long neck. Oh, look at that beak! What is happening? Anyway, let's try and work that out for next time, shall we? Right, lions, we're coming for you. If you have any idea what is going on with the Blackburn Pavilion clock, would love to know that. It looks like they sort of escaped or something. Unknown.
There's a female.
That was unbelievable. Neither of us have ever been, obviously, so close to a lion.
Yeah, to be like a centimetre from it, really.
That was so special, and I wasn't able to film it because I was enjoying being in the moment, but it bounded off the little ledge and started pacing up and down, and you just felt the power in its muscles and sinews.
Huge paws.
That would have swiped you down in a second. I don't know if it smelled someone's food, I don't know what, it just bounded off and then came back.
Banging on one of the glass.
Yeah, like properly fierce. Like if I was on the other side, I would have had a heart attack.
Yeah, you would have.
So
Talk about a jump scare.
yeah, I'd have been in pieces. But yeah, hopefully we'll see some monkeys. Monkeys! Hey friends! Are you playing with fellows? Oh, I've got one nice bit of lettuce. Yes, are you?
I think you'll find that's the bok choy.
That's what we had for lunch. It was great. Thank you for relieving yourself in our presence, sir. Oh dear. When nature calls. And with a flash of the bottom of the tail. And we're gone. There you go. Oh, look at that balance with that tail. It's incredible. I really like this bit where they've made it into kind of a fake construction site. I mean, the whole lion area is amazing. It's so well themed. It's basically Disneyland for lions. This bit always gets me because of the visual illustration. There's the chance to sit in a biblical illustration that you probably wouldn't ever otherwise, is the locust, and just how much devastation they cause is, it's kind of good to see, so that if you are one to read the Bible, you really get what it means in, for example, the book of Joel, when locust imagery is used. I feel like living in London, I'm not really down with what talking about locust means, and then you come to London Zoo and you're like, oh, this is what it means. They look so intense. Where's one? There we go. Like, look at his chops. Look at that, like, serious eating machine. Okay, if you don't like spiders like me, I'm gonna go into the spider den, which I'm not here to scare you, but to allow you into my journey of curing myself or somehow getting through arachnophobia. So I've been in this section, I've been doing okay, my heart rate is up, but it is not uncontrolled. I've learned about some spiders, and less than 0.01% of spiders are actually harmful to humans, which is just good stuff to know. So there's a chap in here, I'm going to ask him if I can film in with the spiders, and we're just going to walk through and hopefully just be okay. That's the plan. So this is my third time in here, and I'm doing better than I've done before, because previously I was clinging on to John. So this is going well. There's a very kind ZSL staff member who's keeping an eye. So this is good, because you can get up close to them, but they are not running around like crazy and in your hair, but they're kind of still there. So it is good. Oh yes, isn't there a nice big one up there? How lovely. I'm enjoying the cut of pumpkin that's also in there. Very nice. Ooh, all the fun. All the fun. There's a fly that's going to meet his soon demise in a very fun web. I need to relax this hand. So previously, when we were in here, they said to try and look for the details on the spider, because then it stops you just being scared of it, and you look at the head of it and you kind of see the balls on the front of the head, and I think that's been good for seeing it, and I'm getting better at being okay with them, but I find it really hard when they move. So right now I'm okay. Obviously I'm stressed, but considering how bad I've been, I'm able to try and look at the detail on the spiders and how cool they are and how amazing their webs are, which I think is really cool. So that's good. This has definitely been by far the best time round, but I think also having a camera on is a distraction. So I know I'm looking at this primarily, and there weren't any that were I had to duck to gander. We did it. Thank you for coming with me. Great.
Well done.
Thank you.
Really, really good.
I didn't hide behind you this time.
Yeah, you were right.
Man, my fist is, I was tense, very tense, right. Hand sanitizer. Oh, there's none in there, alas. There's some over here. Oh, man, I'm sweating. We just did the butterflies. There was loads coming out of their chrysalises, and there was an atlas moth. It was really good. It was quite hot in there, so I didn't film. But we come out to some macaws as they are making themselves known. The hyacinth macaw and the blue-throated macaw, both making a dig. Can you see them up there? Oh, right at the back. Hey, friend. Wow! They're so quick.
Yeah.
We made it to the reptile house. This is where Harry Potter was filmed. Very fun. This is creeping me out. I get the heebie-jeebies. Thank you, John. Right, we need to actually see some snakes. Some real snakes. Beautiful, but creepy.
Light on it to see the magnet.
Not particularly. I think I'm good to see it from here. It's just a big old pile of snake. And there you go, his eyes. Hello, Rachel. I want to eat you. Ah! Wow, that looks. Is it bad that they just look evil? Is that just because of like biblical connotations of serpent? Do you think there's something inherent about snakes being creepy? This guy is camouflaged super well. Can you see him? Just chilling. It looks like one of those bumpy key rings you'd get when you were a kid. But it's a real lizard. The Emerald Monitor. Where are you, the Emerald Monitor? I feel like a couple of them are called monitors. Is that a thing? To be a monitor type of animal? Can he see her? He's monitoring me and I cannot monitor him.
Two fellas here.
What have you got? Ooh! Chinese crocodile lizard. Yes, please. You see him? Oh. He looks like just kind of like a fat toad with scales. He's really cool though. Super still. And really cool spiny fingers. They do it up so beautifully in here. All the plants and foliage, but usually you can kind of find them. Blue tree monitor. There he is, there he is, there he is. Can you see him blinking right at the top? I think this camera is not going to hold out for you to be able to see him. I properly just saw this Philippine crocodile, and was like, oh, crocodiles usually look like bits of driftwood. And then was like, that's a bit of driftwood. You see, it's a crocodile. It's beautiful, but also, I think, yeah, Disney put a vote in for a positive song for a crocodile with the Princess and the Frog. Otherwise, crocodiles get a bit of a bad run in films. So when you manage the, oh hello, take this off now. We only managed the orange route, but to do it in detail and to get up close and personal with the lions and the butterflies was so worth it. And being members, we can come back and do the rest of it later. I didn't realise they were closing an hour earlier, but we got to see the reptiles, got to stand where they filmed Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone scene, and said thanks, amigo, to each other. And what other highlights have there been today? Oh, we didn't get in our quote. Don't be a Norman Nine Fingers now. There we go. We might not have done it when we were with the relevant animal, but
Camels.
and dinner, which I haven't been inside Pizza Express and I cannot tell you how long. Oh. Yoink! Thank you.